Are you struggling to get a girlfriend? Are you tired of being single? Are you sick of spending your Fridays watching step-sibling porn? Who am I kidding? You're watching this video. Of course you are. Well, in that case, let me ask you, have you considered being a simp? Being a simp is a brand new, revolutionary way to get a girlfriend. All it requires is a complete lack of self-worth and a willingness to do anything to get laid, and you can become a simp today. Don't know where to start? That's alright, because your friend Traveler Joe is here to get you started on the basics. Here we go. Step number 1. Lose all sense of self-esteem. You see, self-esteem is the enemy when trying to be a simp. After all, women don't want a man with spine or integrity, which is why from here on out, you can forget about all your hopes and dreams and opinions. All of your thoughts and opinions will be based on those of your girlfriend. Her dreams are now your dreams. Her opinions are now your opinions. And in case you find it just too hard to go along with that, or you simply think her opinions are stupid, who cares? You're only with her for the sex. So you just nod along, pretend to agree, and then enjoy the sweet sexual satisfaction you are going to achieve. After all, who needs integrity when you can have a blowjob? Step number 2. Embrace the friend zone. I'm sure every man at some point in his life has faced a situation like this. Hi, I really like you and I think you're smart and pretty. Do you want to go out with me? Oh, sorry, sweet, handsome, sexy boy. But I just want to be friends first. Now, a real man in that scenario would say something like this. Oh, well, you see, I kind of wanted to just date you. I mean, if I wanted to be your friend, I'd just be your friend. So, no thanks, I'm not really interested. But remember, you're not a real man. You're a simp, which is why instead, here's what you do. You pretend to go along with it. You pretend to be her friend, even though the whole entire time you are thinking about relentlessly fucking her. But that's okay. Who needs to be genuine and honest when around the other sex? So you simp it up. Embrace the friend zone. Be her shoulder to cry on. Be the one she talks to about her abusive asshole boyfriend. And then, when the opportunity presents itself, you strike. Another successful simp method is putting other men down to make yourself look good. Turning on your own brethren to make yourself more appealing to women. Saying bullshit like, oh, all men are pigs, all men are assholes, women are right to distrust men, women are right to dislike us, oh, we should be grateful that women even bother with us. Basically, make all the other guys look like dirtbag assholes, but you're the knight in shining armor that's so different to everyone else, and that women can really trust because you love them for who they are, and not their huge, massive, gigantic tit. Step number 3. Shower her with disingenuous compliments. Remember, a simp's job is to be a two-faced asshole, a sexual vulture, waiting for an opportunity to present itself, to swoop in and strike on an unsuspecting, weakened, and vulnerable victim. Which is why the only way to achieve this is to bring the person you are smothering, slathering up, preparing your simp on to a level where they think that they can actually like you and trust you. So you shower them with disingenuous bullshit compliments to get them to think you actually like them, when in reality, you're only with them, waiting for that sweet, sweet sexual release. Examples of disingenuous compliments? Compliment her dress style. Compliment things you genuinely don't give a shit about. Make a bunch of feminist statements on social media. Talk about how hard and difficult it is to be a woman in the 21st century, even though you could wipe your ass with women's struggles pretty much every single day of the week. Talk about menstruation, because women love a man who educates himself on the female reproductive system. Basically, be as fake and bullshit of a person as you possibly can be. Because integrity, honesty, and truthfulness which is the same thing as these other two, are the downfall of any good simp. Lie, deceive, trick, which are all the same thing as well. Those are your keys to victory. Now I can hear my acolytes shouting in the background, "Oh, but Joe, it's too hard. It's too hard for me to be a simp. I cannot relinquish my own ego. I cannot give up my integrity and my thoughts and opinions. I simply cannot be a simp. What do I do? How do I get a girlfriend?" Well, don't worry, my brethren. There is a solution for you as well. It's called being an abusive asshole. Step number 1. Put women down. In the reverse of the simp method, here, instead of putting other men down to make yourself look good, what you should do is put other women down to make the woman you're talking to feel better compared to them. Say stuff like, you're a lot smarter than most girls, or you're different to the other girls, or, most girls aren't like you. Basically, talk shit about her gender, but make her feel special because she isn't as fucking stupid as the other slutbag whores you've dated in the past. Step number 2, be emotionally abusive and controlling. Now I know it may seem obvious, for an emotionally abusive asshole to be emotionally abusive, but I really do think it's important to stress, you have to be emotionally abusive towards the person you're with, and controlling. She can't have her own friends, she can't talk to other guys, she can't have her own privacy. You are the master of her fate and the captain of her destiny. She belongs to you now, and if she, for any reason, tries to go against that, be an emotionally abusive asshole. Treat her like shit. Make her feel like her opinions and her dreams don't matter because she has you instead. Be the biggest douchebag you can conjure up. And finally, step number 3, show zero respect for women. Now this is my personal favorite. See, the thing that makes the emotionally abusive asshole the antithesis to the simp is that where a simp lies about caring about feminism in order to make himself more appealing, emotionally abusive assholes actively put down feminism. They show women zero respect at all. They think feminism is bullshit and that most girls who claim to have been sexually assaulted are just a bunch of lying whorebags. And that is the thing that sets the emotionally abusive asshole apart from everyone else. The fact that he refuses to show any respect of any kind to any women, because to do so would be to basically, in a roundabout way, be a simp. Yes, you heard me. Most of these dickbags are so fucking stupid that they outright refuse to give women compliments out of fear that all their guy friends will accuse them of being a simp. So why treat women like human beings? Why show them any kind of respect or human decency? Why risk the indignity of being called a simp when instead you can just be an emotionally abusive asshole? So there you have it. That concludes our tutorial on how to get a girlfriend in 2020. These two options should cover most single men in the world. You now basically have two very different yet equally appealing options. You can either be a lying asshole who pretends to like women and care about their issues when in reality you just want to exploit them for sexual favors, or if you have a little bit too much self-worth for that, you can be an emotionally abusive asshole who treats women like dog shit because he's too proud and too scared of being called a simp to actually show them some basic human decency. These are your only two options. There is no other way you can possibly get a girlfriend at all whatsoever. There is just no way. Okay? There is no way. These are your only two options. Be a simp or be an asshole. So basically be an asshole. Thank you for joining me on this, hopefully very educational tutorial. I have been your host, Traveler Joe. Please leave me any questions you might have in the comments section below. Don't worry, if you've never been with a woman before, we have a tutorial coming out to help you navigate the female anatomy as well, because most of you guys watching this video will be virgins, so don't worry, we've got you covered. Until then, I have been your host, Traveler Joe, and I will see you all in the next one. Good night.